My name is Caleb Barner, and I'll be doing my speech over how to do basic sign language and have better communication with deaf and hard of hearing people. To start off with, I would like to mention that I have two deaf parents and a hard of hearing sister, which gives me credibility in talking about this topic. I would like to take note that sign language is not just in America, it's universal, which means it's in different countries such as Britain, Japan, and many others. I also like to take note that there are many benefits of using sign language. This includes better communication with deaf and hard of hearing people, easier to form connections and relationships with deaf and hard of hearing people, and becoming bilingual for the fact that you know ASL and English as two languages. I also like to include that there are some celebrities that are deaf and hard of hearing, or that have some sort of hearing loss that may or may not use sign language. These include Halle Berry and Bill Clinton, to name a few. With that being said, there are different ways that deaf and hard of hearing people communicate. So being flexible in your communication is crucial, as some deaf people talk, some do not, some sign fast, some sign slow. So being able to be flexible is crucial. With that being said, we should all learn ASL for two reasons. For one, there will be more unity among us as a group of people, which leads me to say that it will make life easier and decrease discrimination against deaf and hard of hearing people. With that being said, ASL is a language that should be utilized. By learning these basic signs that I will demonstrate, this can improve communication between hearing and deaf or hard of hearing people. Within this speech, I intend to demonstrate basic ASL signs that we can all use to communicate with deaf and hard of hearing people. My three main points that I'll be discussing are there are many different signs in ASL. I'll be demonstrating a few. Secondly, there are different scenarios where ASL is crucial. And lastly, I have a few tips that can help make using ASL more effective. To start off with, there are many different signs. I'll be demonstrating a few. Let's start with the alphabet. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now for days of the week and words associated with days of the week. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And for words associated with days of the week, weekday, and weekend. And lastly, some signs for food are chicken, apple, hamburger, and hot dog. Secondly, there are different scenarios where ASL is crucial. The most important one I find is within emergencies, such as fire, tornado, and intruder, where you must be able to communicate with the deaf person what's going on and possibly ask them for assistance if they're able to help. Secondly is within meetings, and where important information that can't be missed, which leads me to say that unity is needed to keep everyone all on the same page. And lastly, consider finding an interpreter if you can't communicate effectively everything you need to get across. And lastly, within casual conversation, start out by asking what their name is, and then following with other details about them to get to know them better and form a connection and relationship with them. And lastly, I have a few tips that can help make using ASL more effective. To start off with, be clear. And what I mean by that is, don't go at a speed you're not comfortable using, which means don't go too fast and don't go too slow. And secondly, don't use unnecessary words, but don't leave out important words, so to provide clarity to the deaf person that you are communicating with. And secondly, use facial expressions. Show what you mean with your face. But also, too, don't assume that they can read your lips, as not all deaf people can read lips. And lastly, make eye contact with the person you are talking to. Don't look at someone else when you're talking to them so they know you are talking to them. And lastly, don't talk over each other if you're in a group, as that can cause confusion. And as I know that we as hearing people like to talk over each other, but with a deaf person that can cause confusion. So in conclusion, there are different signs in ASL. I demonstrated a few. Secondly, there are different scenarios where ASL is crucial. And lastly, there are a few tips that can help make using ASL more effective that I shared. Like I said, I have deaf parents and a hard of hearing sister, which gives me credibility in talking about this topic. With that being said, ASL is a very interesting language and we should all learn it to be more communicative with deaf and hard of hearing people. Thank you.